Professor Americus Reed, the world's leading brand identity theorist, has edited a cutting-edge piece of research with Professor Mark Forehand that delves into the origins and consequences of identity loyalty that spans nearly every consumer marketing subdomain. This is a sneak peek of Chapter 30, Identity-Based Perceptions of Others' Consumption Choices. In this chapter, the authors argue that studying identity means moving beyond the self. Consumers exist in a social context, meaning that the choices they make, 1. Reinforce their own identities, and 2. Provide information about who they are to other people. For example, someone, an actor, might choose to buy organic produce. Someone else, an observer, may perceive this individual as an environmentally conscious millennial with higher disposable income. Importantly, observers may use an actor's perceived identities to judge the appropriateness of a given purchase. The authors illustrate these points by focusing on income identity, for example, socioeconomic status, and ethical consumption choices, that is, choices that are pro-social but costly, in the United States, the U.S. Across several experiments, the authors find that low-income consumers receiving government assistance in the U.S., welfare recipients, are seen as less moral when they choose ethical products, such as organic food and eco-friendly vehicles. This occurs in part because people expect those who are poor to be frugal. Conversely, wealthier consumers are seen as more moral for the same choices, in part because of a belief that they have earned spending freedom. The authors also find that these judgments extend to non-financial choices, such as volunteering your time. The chapter is important because it highlights that who we are impacts perceptions of what we do, which may have consequences for our relationships with other consumers, government agencies, and nonprofit organizations. For example, identity-based cues may influence hiring practices. For example, poor actors are seen as less employable than wealthy actors. Government policies. For example, some people may be seen as more deserving of aid than others. And the ability to solicit donations. For example, people donate less to a charity providing organic food versus conventional food to aid recipients. The authors hope this chapter inspires additional research activity into understanding how observer-based identity judgments influence consumer well-being and marketplace experiences. With 30 additional chapters, this handbook establishes a comprehensive and state-of-the-art treatment of identity and marketing. It is the authoritative and practical guide for academics, brand managers, marketers, public policy advocates, and even intellectually curious consumers. Pick up your copy today and learn more at americusread.com.